lose weight.
Awesome.
I know you see.
Well, if we sing it, we're good.
Yeah, we just can't play it.
Right.
Then we get copywritten.
Ass fucked.
Yeah, so there it is. So
There it is. It's here. All right.
All right. Let's see. Let's pop you open here. You know, it's part of the thing. A raw uncut when you start your shit. Because we are literally recording it as we are doing this.
Exactly. It's as authentic as it can get.
It's as... I was watching Sheaf play Arena. Dude's a fucking badass Tarkov player. He's got a sweet beard and a nice mustache, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Bear with us, folks, if you're just clicking on here. I forgot we're looking at the camera here now instead of up there.
Bear with us.
Bear with us here.
No, I just wanted to give this new angle a shot. I thought, well, what the hell?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean, because...
It's a good angle.
I mean, you see my titties a little more, but fuck it.
That's okay. Look, we're kind of matching shirts.
Oh, gray. Yeah, this is my Yellowstone t-shirt. This is not a stain.
Not...
it was a big old Y. Okay, now.
We all live. Allow access to all photos, right?
Share. Newsfeed.
Chuckleheads, episode 4 is fucking live now. Click on it, share it, do something. Please stop in and check it out, man. We're live streaming it.
And we're being dumb.
It's raw, uncut footage, like the rest of those fucking potties.
It's raw and uncut. It is raw and uncircumcised.
Amen. So yeah, say hello, people. Hello.
Dude, speaking of circumcisions, okay? Thinking I might sue the doctor that delivered me. Because I did not agree for him to mutilate my body.
You know in the Jewish tradition, what they do, like what they're supposed to do when they do a circumcision?
Mm-hmm.
The pastor or the priest kisses the tip of the dick, or the rabbi or whatever.
Okay, that's just gross. No. Naughty. No wonder why priests get a bad rap.
Mm-hmm. Well, nowadays, like, they still do it nowadays, but instead they lick their fingers and then touch it. It's like...
What is with you and these random fucking pedophilia? Like...
I like watching pedophile hunters, and then it just gets...
Then it just keeps going. Yeah, I get
happens.
you. I get you. Alright. So... Now, we see what they're seeing. We see what we're seeing. I am shining still. I'm curious.
Oh, it won't let me paste on my story? Oh, there we go.
Okay, so it's just doing stupid focus shit. Were you doing like space face? Oh yeah, live and uncut. Okay.
Doing a story because people are always peeping the stories?
Dude, that is a fucking fact. I put one story on Facebook one time. Like 2 weeks ago.
People just sit there and click through because it's the first thing at the top that usually loads through, so people just, yeah, what's that? You know what I mean?
I had like 173.
These were the original reels.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I don't like how you hung their deadener, but that's okay. Right, you'll learn.
Quick selfie here, and then we'll get the pod going.
What kind of selfie is that?
That's a good question.
This is raw and uncut. Okay. So, okay. It's like you know the start to a rap song. Okay. Okay. Yeah. If I hear that thing click.
It's almost done.
Oh my lord. Okay. Well, it is up. How about that weather for tomorrow?
Oh, all that rain?
Dude. We could end up with a rain out because I think a lot of the work that's left is bucket truck work. So, I got 152 million questions for you.
Me too.
But
Me too.
I only have to ask this one.
Okay.
Actually, it's like a segue.
Let me get my list here of interesting podcast topics.
Well, interesting podcast. So, like, I was sitting when I was in Laredo last week, thinking and thinking.
Yeah, you just got back from Laredo.
And I was like, I like these two ideas. These would give us 2 weeks of podcasts. And then you're like, well, bro, we're going to get on a side note. So these two ideas is probably a good start.
Okay, what you got? What you got, brother?
Okay, so anyway, first off, bunch of shit's happened since I've had these two ideas. And I just remembered it by talking about suing the doctor for circumcising me. I didn't consent to him touching my penis, pedophile.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lawsuit waiting to happen there. For sure. For sure.
So, you ready? Some girl or child, if you would, got a lawyer and sued her parents for being born and won.
I did hear about that, I think.
Dude.
It wasn't that long ago, though.
No, it happened
right?
pretty recently, too. Because I'm always like, oh, yeah, my mom used to say she'd slap me in the next week. And I was like, fuck, I need a paycheck early. Let's go piss her off. Or, you know, they had those days. She brought us into this world. She can take us out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sometimes it's like, is that true?
I think
but
it is.
Then it was like, man, 2 people had to fuck, and here I am paying taxes.
Yeah, dude, that was my favorite. That was my favorite comeback line as a kid when I got in trouble.
Dude,
I was like,
you know what
I didn't ask to be here. This isn't my problem. This isn't my fault.
My favorite comeback line? Oh, sorry.
How good. How real good. Come back.
Well, I gotta watch what I say, because if by some means...
Yeah, if we get all sexually...
No, I don't think she cares. Dude! Alright, anyway, so... You know, that was the whole thing, is like I had said that.
Yeah.
And the person who I was talking to goes, did you know? Nuh-uh. We pulled it up. Won the court case. Now, this is going off of memory, so don't quote it.
Okay.
Wins this court case, and her parents have to pay her like $3,000 a month at least. And they're obviously...
here's the thing, though. You better hope that, like, the parents you're suing...
I think they're going to appeal...
Well, they got to have the money to pay you $3,000 a month. Otherwise, it's for nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of like child support. If the dude don't got a job, he ain't getting garnished, you know?
Right, yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I feel that. But, like, how do you sue your own parents for being born? Like, I get it. I don't agree with it. Like, maybe you could have waited 15 minutes.
What don't you agree with here? You don't agree with suing your parents, or you...
Like, for being born. Like, sue your parents if they fucked you up. Like, that's... Okay, I get that.
Well, see, that person's just got a sad life, because you shouldn't be sad that you were born. You know what I mean? Like, you should be grateful that you were born.
Yeah, but, like, I'm saying, like, if you had a fucked up childhood, like, I could understand that. Like, your dad used to put cigarettes out on you, and your mom used to kick you in the fucking taint.
Yeah, like a Sean Strickland childhood.
Yeah, like, I could understand suing for that, but you ain't gonna get no money.
Yeah. That's the kicker there. It's like you said, you gotta make sure you're suing like rich people, you know. And you know what sucks? Like, remember how like growing up, it was always like, man, I wish my parents were rich and famous and shit like that.
No, you didn't. No.
Oh, I did.
No. Because now you think about it, right? You're like, I'm glad.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. But no, this is what I was gonna say. Is like this generation of parents now that's raising all these kids on money. Guy Fieri, Dwayne Johnson. A lot of celebrities are now like, yeah, fuck that. My kids aren't getting a dime unless they prove to me that they deserve it.
Well, you hear Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq. That's what I was.
You can't touch my cheese if you don't present me 2 degrees.
Right. Yeah, and that's the same thing with.
But you gotta wonder.
I mean,
you're gonna go get 2 degrees, right?
Right.
And you're gonna, oh, here's my debt for going to college.
Right.
Well, guess what? You followed through.
Well, right. That's
so the whole... you don't have debt.
Right.
And then my legacy is now yours.
Right.
When I die, I needed you.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea here. I'm not saying I don't understand the principle.
Like from my remembrance of my childhood, because like there's not, like I remember a lot and it's retarded, but like just remembering like certain things, it's like I don't remember actually like wanting for anything. I was hungry. What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
I wanted a bike. Well, let's go find you a bike. Thinking back on it, We went to a pawn shop to get a bike, but like, okay,
And
he's
you
just
still went to go get you a bike.
yeah.
Like,
We went to get a bike, but at the same time, was it because I was gonna put it down and they didn't want to spend $400 on a bike?
right.
Or
Right.
was it because they knew I was going to break it? And it's like, oh, well,
It's probably. I mean, probably that.
there's so many different reasons.
Yeah.
But I never wanted, never went hungry.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Well, I mean, yes, I get. I'm not saying that okay, like you had to have a broken childhood to feel that way, you know. But you're telling me there wasn't like a little part of you that like saw like how the Kardashians were living or something, and you're like, man, that'd be cool if my parents were like loaded like that. Like that never crossed your mind.
I always kind of felt like we were.
Fair.
Because, like, you saw my dad's truck.
Yeah.
When, like,
Well,
granted,
and that's the thing.
there's
though,
a whole
your
story
parents-
about it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Is your parents were like smart and like cash flush with money. Or I'm not gonna say I don't want to say cash flush, but like they weren't relying on credit cards. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
So, from my understanding, and this is like, because I know damn
Getting
well,
real
right?
personal here.
Like, I know damn well it's not that way now. Right? So, like, my dad, he makes plenty of money. My mom makes plenty of money. They live the lifestyle they want to live. They can afford to live it.
Right.
When shit happens, and that's why you have a credit card.
Yeah.
So they did that whole year. Was it the Dave Ramsey?
Yeah, Dave Ramsey shit.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Free!
And so they got debt free. Besides the mortgage, this is before we lived in the other house. Like, I was tiny. Like, my mom was telling me about this.
Okay.
So they did that, got debt free minus the mortgage and maybe the car payment, right? Like, it was like they didn't have credit card debt.
Yeah.
They like cut them.
See, and my dad's thing is he was all about leverage. You know what I mean? Like debt leverage. So he was like, I have this store that's bringing in X amount of money. Now, who knows how profitable it ever was. I mean, I'm sure it was obviously profitable, but when you rack in all the credit debt and everything like that, it's like, how
Well, and like
profitable
he was like,
it?
"Oh, I was doing six figures." No,
He
the
was.
store was showing.
And the store was showing six figures, but it's like, okay. And I will say, like, he probably wasn't losing money. The problem is that he was spending too much money and having to pay himself. But when he paid himself, he was just paying off his debt. He wasn't actually paying himself.
That's
You know
how
what
he
I
was
mean?
talking about, like how he ended up filing bankruptcy. Was like he'd pay
Yeah.
off his credit cards and
Yeah.
then he had no money.
Yeah.
So then he was using credit cards. Was that in the cycle?
Exactly.
So, from what my mom had told me was they did that.
Yeah.
And then here we are. We're going on a trip. We went to one of the Disneys or one of the Universals, something like that. It was tiny.
Yeah.
Because we drove everywhere. Like after my dad stopped traveling, we started driving everywhere.
Fair.
And they had to get a rental car,
Mm.
but they wouldn't let you do a rental car on a debit
Credit.
card.
On a debit card or a credit card?
On a debit card. They had to open a credit card
To put a rental car on it?
to do a rental car.
That seems so ass backwards. You would think they'd want the cash as opposed to
No,
the.
because if they can charge a company,
Oh, that's true. They can get their money. Either way, they're getting their money.
So you
That
charge-
does make sense.
charge it.
Yeah, because if your debit card has no money in it,
I mean, like it might overdraft your shit, but
but it's not going to overdraft $1,000 or whatever. You
I
know?
mean, some credit cards or debit cards will let you do.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your account. If you're
But-
a loser like me, no.
I mean, I can. I if I wanted to, I could go and pump whatever the pump's limit would be right now.
See, and I can do that too, but part of the reason you can do that is because gas pumps only take $1.
That's if you run it as credit. If
Even
you run it as debit,
No, even if you run it as debit.
no, you run it as debit, it auto clears 100 or up to.
Yeah, it auto clears, right, X amount. Yeah, that's true.
So you do it as credit, you get $1. It sets you 3 business days, 3 business days, right? So on a Wednesday, like today, I need gas in my car.
Yeah.
Bank account's got $20.
Yeah.
I'll be all right because I run my card as $1. I could get a full tank, and my paycheck hits
Dude,
in 2
I can't
days.
tell you how many times I've done that.
I do that,
That's how I keep dashing.
right? No, well, so like to me, that was just a principle. Like, okay, when I came back and I had no money and I need to be able to have gas in the car to be able to go to work to make money.
Right.
I was like, you know what? I have $2 in this bank account.
Right.
I'm gonna fill this tank up. We're gonna be moderate about it, and
Fill
we're
that-
gonna make this money.
Fill that tank up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because well, fuck. What was it like? It wasn't like a year ago. If you let the pump go, you were rich.
Oh, that's true. That is
Oh
true.
my lord!
Well, we're slowly getting there. It's getting back up there.
It's going down. We had Arlington or Texas has the lowest gas prices.
Yeah, but
since
it's going back up because it was 240, 230 ish, right? And now you're starting to see 260, 270. I saw 280 the other day.
I saw the 220. I filled my car up for 223.
Where?
Sam's. But like that Murphy's, it's not because they're bringing the price up. We could gas buddy it.
Gas buddy it.
Let's see. I mean, gas prices
buddy.
fluctuate.
Welcome to our economics class.
Oh yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, so like they had to do that to get a rental car, and then as one does, like they're young, right? Like my dad was my age when I was born, right? So now he's twice my age, chilling, but he still has a life he's able to live because he's young enough, right? So they were young, and then credit cards. So I'm sure
it's the way to do it, for sure.
Oh fuck, 239's the lowest, 279's the highest.
Yeah, I told you it's coming back up. And here's part of the reason.
It's Christmas.
No, here's part of the reason why. It's because of what's going on in Israel. So, not to get too political, I'm gonna just get fact of the matter with it. They shut down. I forget what canal it is, but there's a canal. The Suez. Oh yeah, it's the Suez Canal.
Dude, that pisses me off that in Austin it's $2.22 a gallon.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, it's closer to the oil rig, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah, and like where we just were, $2.25, $2.19.
Yeah.
Because we were in Houston.
No, listen. So the Suez Canal. Remember how there was that blockage during COVID? That ship that got stuck in the canal, do you remember that?
Not really, but I think like
Yeah,
vaguely.
Sure
it's like the turd that just wouldn't pop out, right?
Literally. Yeah. So it's like it was this small channel, and this boat got cocked in there kind of like at an angle, and it just blocked the entire canal. And so here's the kicker, is that canal lets them cut through and not have to go all the way around Africa, right?
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like the fucking Panama Canal of over there.
Exactly. So, and that's where like 30%, no, I think over 50% of like our goods just in the U.S. rolled, or no, more than that. Because we get so much shit from China. Yeah, a lot of shit goes through there. It was 50% of the big companies pulled out of there because you have all of these like Yemen and like all those other Middle Eastern countries that aren't really in the war. They're throwing bombs and shit over at those ships because of the whole Israel-Hamas dealio going on right now.
Oh, isn't that like, what was it? You've seen those where the reels, whatever the fuck it is, it's the dude who has like little mouth and face on the USA and then like talking shit between Russia and blah blah blah. I forgot what the fuck that channel's name was, but he like has little voices for the planes, and it sounds so childish. It's I forgot the name of it.
Either way, point in case is that
he was talking about like their drone or one of the ships is shooting missiles out and shooting just drones down and shit.
Well, dude, our U.S. carriers that are over there right now have stopped over 100 and something odd attempted drone attacks and shit like that on these ships. So, point in case is that all of these ships now are either stopping altogether or they're having to go all the way down and around Africa, which adds like a month in shipping time.
I would hate to be a shipper.
Right. And now think of the fuel that's being used.
Well, yeah. Well, and like also you got to think about it though too. Is Texas, like the Permian Basin, is the largest oil reserve.
Right.
Like that we know of, or like in the U.S. or some shit.
Yeah.
I had to work out there. I was out there for work. I was there for like 2 months.
The Permian Reserve.
Like you've seen Friday Night Lights, the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Mojo. I drove by the school.
Oh, word.
One of the guys I know, his cousin, like they live out there, his cousins borrowed their other person's truck to go steal the M off of the fucking Mojo or something like it. It was so, or no, the J, so it said Moo. But we were there over in the Permian Basin. If you go anywhere that's related to entertainment, everybody's an oil rig, works on the oil rigs.
I believe it.
Oil fields and shit. Like you go to a strip club,
Yeah.
The strippers ain't gonna pay attention to you
Yeah.
because that dude with the oil rig money's gonna.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've thought about several times trying to become a deckhand or something like that. It's just.
I got a buddy.
Do you?
I got a few buddies in the oil fields.
That might be a discussion for after the pod there.
Well, so my thing is like, because I was gonna go with him,
Yeah.
but it's 20 days on
Right.
and 14 days
Well,
off.
and see, for you that doesn't work because you have a wife and shit. For me, outside of the cats, that kind of works.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Between you and me, I've been kind of thinking about getting rid of old Beaner. Old Bean.
What's he doing?
He's just fucking up Compass. I mean, I don't even think he's trying to fuck up Compass, but he's fucking up Compass, and he's just
Kind
like
of a dick.
I'm not giving him the life he deserves.
Oh, running outside.
That he needs to be like a social farm cat. Like he would do good on a petting zoo. You know what I mean? Like if there was like a farm petting zoo and he could just run around and be like the petting zoo's cat, he'd be perfect. Like he's not scared of animals or anything. He's cool with all animals. He doesn't try to fight them or nothing, and he loves people. He needs people. He's definitely a people's cat. But on the same point, he likes his.
Have you tried just letting him out in the backyard?
I have, and he doesn't. I mean, I haven't tried just letting him go roll around in the backyard. You know, we usually catch him first, but I don't think he could jump the fence.
No, and I doubt he'll squeeze.
Yeah.
So at least let him try to give him a day out back, and if he runs away,
Yeah, I will. Yeah, maybe I should have tried that because
Yeah,
I do want to bring Compass out back because Compass she won't go anywhere. She'll stay right there.
we'll
Although
see.
I'm worried that now that she's been cooped up and shit like that, and she's been getting whiny, that she might like pull like a fuck you and just.
Yeah, but she's way too fat.
she's not that. She's really not that fat.
See, when we take Allie outside,
Yeah, but Allie's fucking fat.
oh,
That's
she's
the
so
problem.
quick though. For being fat, she's elusive.
She is.
But I put her in a harness once. She was just chilling.
Ooh, my bad.
My thing is I gotta figure out why she thinks she needs to sit down in the litter box. So she'll like take a pee, right?
Yeah.
This is so TMI, so weird. She'll pee and sit down where she's peeing. So then the litter sticks to her pee pee area,
Oh yeah.
and then her tail comes down on it. So then it's like she did one of those like.
She's like closing on it.
Yeah, like what is it where you draw the image, and then you fold the paper, and then you open it, and it's a
Right.
mirror image.
Yeah.
That's Allie's butt because
it's like an origami.
Well, so I gotta fucking take like a pet friendly wipe and give her a wipe and wash my hands because I noticed that one day because she jumps up on the bed, lays on my chest, gives me I want pets. Then she'll get up, turn around, tail up, here's my butt, and then start walking away. And it's like, that's gross.
That is gross.
Like-
Well, it's good on you for doing that to her.
She's a fucking shithead.
I looked down on this and I saw something that I think would intrigue you that I really want to bring up.
Okay.
Here, okay. Have you heard of the radioactive Boy Scout?
The radioactive Boy Scout. Obviously not.
So I read this while we were going down to Houston. So there was this Boy Scout in the 80s, and he was obsessed with nuclear energy. So in the middle of nowhere, Michigan, this kid was building a fucking nuclear reactor in his backyard and blew up his town. Not once. No, almost. Excuse me. Almost blew up his town. Not once, but 2 times. In the 80s, let me see here. In the 80s, and then again in like the early 2000s. He got caught once, and then he did it again. And then he went and joined the Marines and the Army, and then got discharged for mental health and ended up dying in his like early 40s from
Radioactive.
from drug and alcohol
Oh.
abuse.
That took a fucking turn. I was like, dude, he's glowing.
But it just blew my mind that there was just some random kid out here like earning Boy Scout badges for like he literally got Boy Scout badges for building a nuclear reactor.
Well, that makes me think of the fucking episode of Little Sheldon or Young Sheldon from Big Bang
Oh,
Theory.
yeah.
Yeah, where he is getting the fucking smoke detectors, getting that tiny amount.
And that's exactly what that kid was. That's exactly what that dude was doing. He was taking the
Uranium or whatever,
Yeah.
tritium.
Tritium, exactly the tritium out of the smoke detectors, and he was making nuclear reactors out of it.
Oh. Fun fact about the tritium and radioactive shit and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Old Yan Man and I fucking can't help but love that dude. You only rode with him once.
Yanni?
I said Yan man, Yancey.
Yancey. Yeah.
Dude, you can't help but love him.
Yeah, I do have I got a soft spot.
You got
in my
like a
heart for
spot
him.
in you. It's like, fuck you, guy, but
Now that you
homie.
bring that up, you know what I just realized? You know what's gonna happen, right?
Huh.
Rob's gonna leave, and I'm gonna be put with Yancey.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna put with Yancey or Chris or someone.
Me.
Hopefully. You gotta get your
Me
fucking J-Man.
or
fucking
Logan.
8-year apprentice.
Or Logan. Or Chris
Logan.
Spear. Or
Yeah.
even Mike.
I don't mind Mike or any of them. I got pee so bad, I was gonna try and hold it longer. Sorry.
Dude, I was about to get up and leave people alone. Now I gotta fucking figure out something. Shit. Alright, I got this. No, I'm gonna do the Google dinosaur. This is what we're gonna do. There's so much in this. Alright, let's see. Why can't I make this dark? Oh well, here we go. This is what we got. Do, 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 do. Oh, hell yeah. We're winning. Liar. These liars and thieves. What? Oh. 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 Oh, hell yeah.
One of those Google games?
Yeah.
Jesus. Maybe we.
I knew
Maybe
exactly
we
how to
should've just left
entertain
this on
myself.
comedy.
I mean, like, look at it, though. I mean, come on. You tell me, like,
Hey,
you're on a
if someone's watching right now, please tell us what we should categorize this pod as, because we have it listed as comedy, but so far, it's been a little less than comedic.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be so fat. Oh, man. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Dude, that made me think of something. So, speaking of Mike, I was like, yeah, you just don't talk about some dude's wife, truck, or dog. Everything else is the same. He goes, no, bro, we say yo wife jokes. You just take a yo mom joke and change mom to wife.
Yeah, it does work.
And I was like, oh, damn.
If you think about it, it's the same thing. It is the same thing.
I mean, yeah.
I
But-
mean, your mom is just your dad's wife.
I really don't like how you just did that. The fucking facts. All right, now I get up. Now you.
Now he goes pee.
I'm not going to pee.
Oh, he's doing something. What are you doing?
Well, first off, my jacket somehow made its way to the ground.
Shades? No shades. A concurrent viewer left us. We had 2. Now we're back down to 1.
That sucks. Oh, well. Somebody will show up. Ow!
What a loser. What a loser. Hitting his head.
I bashed myself.
So bashful. Oh, he's leaving. He's gone forever. Gone with the wind. Oh. You know, I can't decide whether or not to go shades on, shades off. Shades on, shades off. I guess I'm not doing anything with them, but we'll just leave them off. We'll leave them off, world. Jeez, he was back quick.
Yeah, because I don't have to pee.
I'm afraid he grabbed a dildo.
Hey. What I do to myself in my own privacy is between me and God.
And he judging you hard, boo-boo.
I ain't judging you, but I'm judging you pretty good.
I ain't judging you, but I sure as hell am judging you.
I not to judge, but or that one vine. I'm not racist or anything, but black people. Why did he have to be black?
Why was he black?
Okay.
How much would you pay for cologne? What's your top dollar amount that you're spending on cologne?
I don't pay for it.
What do? Do you just get testers?
No, my wife buys it for me.
Okay. How much like did your expense? Like what's the price of your cologne?
I don't know. Probably like 40.
40? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
If that, I don't
See,
know.
here's the thing: the fact that we pay that much money,
Huh?
The fact that we pay that much money just to like smell good, it just proves to me that we're still biologically like fucking primates. You know what I mean? Because like the smell is that like if we were that mature and that mentally intelligent, like we would understand that smell doesn't mean anything other than it does mean disgust. It does mean filth to a degree. But like if someone's not wearing cologne or deodorant, like they would just smell like BO even if they were showering and shit.
Well, seeing like there's a certain like mustiness to it though too,
Mm-hmm.
because I've gone forgot deodorant. I've done Don. Did you put this behind you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we know you forget deodorant, Mister. Shower fucking once a week.
Buy daily, bro.
Buy daily. Sir, buy.
Unless it's a very hard day. I shower every other day because it's good for my hair.
Disgusting. Let's take a poll here.
Ain't nobody gonna fucking.
Would you shower every day or every other day? What's more normal? What's less disgusting?
I think it's in the eyes of the beholder though too, because there's people that think once a week is okay.
Dude, if your wife like wants to lick your cottage cheese, like that's between y'all. You know what I mean? Like if that's her preference.
No, I would shower before then. I have respect. Gosh, you fucking imbecile. You're an inbred.
I feel like if we ask someone, you shower half the time before y'all do the thing.
Yeah. Just kind of whatever happens, happens, bro.
I don't believe. Oh yeah, exactly. You just told me. You just gave me the answer that I was looking for without giving me the answer.
What?
You said whatever happens, happens. That means if sometimes we fuck and I don't shower, that's what happens.
I mean, do you shower after?
Fuck yeah, I shower before and after. I don't like, dude, pussy juice makes your fucking dick smell.
I like to sit there and steep in it.
No, that's fucking gross.
Like,
that's gross.
the accomplishment.
The only time.
Okay, we're done.
This is the only time that's acceptable. Okay, this is the only time that's acceptable, and that's if you know you're having a back-to-back with two different chicks. So if like one day you're banging an old girl, and then the next day you're banging another chick, then maybe.
Okay, let's not say old girl, but like you're banging one and banging the other, because then it makes it sound bad.
I live in Texas now. Old girl, you're old lady. You know what I mean?
Just say boss, warden.
Yeah, well, that's your case,
Yeah.
my friend.
Now, to be fair, I think I've went, what was it, 3 in one day?
Different chicks?
Huh?
Did you shower in between?
No.
Yeah, see, because that's what you got.
And that is how chlamydia came from, right? Yeah.
And that's how Bob got his third testicle.
Did I tell you about the time I thought I had chlamydia?
No.
So it was like just before Platt House.
Oh, I remember that actually.
I was
totally remember.
Dehydrated as all hell.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I think I got chlamydia. And had to go to Planned Parenthood. Tail tucked between my legs.
There's only been one time I had a close STD call. And I still hate this kid to this day. I mean, thankfully, he's shit on his own life, so I don't really have to go take a shit on his, you know? Like.
Oh, did he kill himself?
No, he didn't. No.
Oh.
No.
You see where I could get that from, though.
Yeah. No, he,
But hold on,
he's
real
just
quick.
a fucking loser.
Where's the camera? It's over here. This stuff? Herbal?
Be a man.
No, I'm nicotine and tobacco free.
Nicotine and tobacco free. I just like putting dirty shit in my mouth.
It's like tea or something.
Yeah. We ran through the ingredients the other day. We did. What were we just talking about? You fucking.
Oh yeah, you made this kid who gave up on his life. You hate him. It's close STD call.
Oh yeah, it was close STD call because I was banging this chick. She was hot. It was my first emo goth chick that I fell in love with, and God, she was a toxic mess. But we good?
See, the thing is. Oh my lord!
What happened?
The laundry.
Oh, you guys switched the laundry over?
Well, finish that. She can fucking wait.
Well, long story short, fell in love with the hot emo chick.
And who wouldn't?
Found out she dated. No, I banged the shit out of her several times. We took care of business. You know what I mean? She was a little older. It was nice.
Oh, the one that has the same name as your mom.
No.
Oh.
She was fun though. She was way older, but no, this was. She was actually the age difference was less between me and her, but yeah, she was my manager at Sonic.
Oh,
and, yeah.
dope. So
Yeah.
like you'd open the store together.
No, it actually was really awkward working together. I hated it because we were never an official couple. I wanted to be an official couple.
And she just
never
wanted that schlong.
Right. She never really wanted.
It's
to
your
lock
fault.
It down. It is 100% my fault. I ruined it.
Because you're like,
I ruined it. You know what I mean? But
you ruined her.
I
Is
did.
what it is.
I did. I really did. She's a stripper now. And
Dude, that's where the money is, though.
I don't know.
Dude,
Her dumbass, fucking. I'm not naming names, so it's aight. Her dumbass fucking ran into the back of a bus, drunk as fuck, and owes the city like $30,000. Her car wasn't paid off, so she owes like $20,000 on that. Like, this bit broke. I don't give a fuck. And when I say she's a stripper, she works at a strip club. She is not a stripper.
oh, so she's like the bartender at a titty
like
bar.
yeah. She's like a drink server. You know
I
what
get
mean?
you.
Yeah.
I
But
get you.
long story short, she came at me and was like, "Hey, I fucked this dude. He's got the clap. I got the clap. Go get tested because I think he got the clap." Thankfully, I did not have the clap. But ever
Thankfully,
since
you weren't doing this in your pants.
right. Ever since then, I've hated that dude. I would fight him to this day.
Oh.
He's probably the only person I would like on site. Like, oh, what's up, buddy?
All right, let me change this laundry,
Yeah,
and
go
then I
change
got
that
something
laundry.
to tell you when I come back.
Go change that laundry.
Yeah, you sit there and talk about whatever.
We lost our other concurrent viewer. We had gained one, and then they're gone.
Oh my lord!
Gone forever.
Golly. There is no.
Make sure you like the video or comment or subscribe or something.
Okay.
Something. Just give, even if you don't want to watch it. You know, all you got to do, farts.
That was me.
All you got to do is like it, subscribe to it, something.
Yeah, like, subscribe, alpha male.
Alpha male shit. Oh, word. I finally got the mic to be able to sit a little. Nice. Nice. This is where we wanted it this whole time. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The, lime twangers with a little bit of the Modelo. Good combination. Very good combination. I approve of this combination. It's delicious. Deliciousness. Well, yeah. I hope whatever he has to say is going to be funny or fun. So you guys know, I'm giving up making money for this right now. So I really need this to make the money, because we need the money. We're going to set up an OnlyFans, and all we're going to do is post pictures of our buttholes. Clean, of course.
Did I not tell you about my?
All we want
OnlyFans?
is money. You have an OnlyFans? I knew you did.
Yeah, I
you
sit in the backyard drinking a beer shirtless.
It's called Only Mans.
Only your man's do it.
Only your man.
Okay.
What do you have to tell me? What do you have to
Dude, so you're talking about like a dude fucking telling you he nailed your chicken while
Well,
you.
he didn't tell me nothing. This is all her that told me all this.
Okay.
So, yes.
I was this dude. He was more of like an acquaintance.
Okay.
His girlfriend was pretty hot. I don't know if I told you about this. I might not have.
I don't think so. This sounds like a new story.
Yeah, my mischievous days. It's probably just.
Let's hear it. Get it
So
out. Get it out, Goober.
he thought we were like friends, which we weren't. I didn't really like to care for him because he's kind of just a dick. But he had a hot girlfriend. And he goes, "Well, what'd you do the other night?" Blah 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 blah. I didn't see you. And I was like, "I was fucking this chick." Right? Described his girlfriend to a T, naked.
I think you did tell me about this actually.
And he goes, man, that sounds like what? And I said, well, it's because it was. Told him to his face, I fucked your girlfriend. Nah, you didn't. All right, then I didn't. Next, like, couple days go by. Hey, bud, what were you doing? Kind of like, it sounds like a setup to a fucking joke, doesn't it?
Right.
I don't remember how, like, much of a deficit. But I remembered he goes, no, you didn't. He didn't believe me.
Yeah.
But he was also a douchebag and he'd done something to piss me off.
Okay. So you're cool with just letting it slide. So he was actively dating this chick when she banged you?
Yeah, I fucked her like a bunch.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Another Colorado Springs whore, you feel?
I took a picture. Her eyes are rolling back in her head. There's her naked. I got it okayed. And then I think I took a video. What'd you do? Fuck your girlfriend. Once again, put her in these precarious positions and...
Sent the video.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh yeah.
Here's your proof you don't believe me. He got all mad and I said... And this is back in my like days where I was like super mad all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I said, alright. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? And that's it. And he goes, huh? And I'm standing in front of my truck. And don't fuck with me if I'm near that. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, I'm gonna blow a bus. Alright. If that's your wish, we'll do that. That's fine.
What you want to fight?
He wanted to fight.
Oh, yeah, duh. I would
Yeah,
want
like,
to fight too.
I said, that's...
Actually, I'm at the point in life where if you fuck my girl, like, I'm actually probably more inclined to say thank you.
Because then it proves a point.
Right, and it probably would have happened sooner than later. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
so, like, alright, you really want to fight? Do you really? And I'm smiling. I said, I fucked your girlfriend, I'm about to fuck you up. And somebody, don't do it, you better walk away. I'm fucking backing up. I'm gonna reach in the fucking truck. Because I'm about to beat him with something.
Fair.
Because I don't care. I'm mad. I fucked your girlfriend and I'm fixing to go do it now. So this is the quickest route to me getting more pussy.
Douche!
Yeah. But I never, like, I had my hand in the truck and then somebody stopped him and goes, he's not, you should wait until he's not near his vehicle.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have one of these chargers in here?
Was that a C?
No. That's OG. That's the OG charger.
Oh, motherfucker, dude, come on now.
I mean, it's not pressing. I was just curious.
How pressing would it be in a matter of...
You do it in like 10 or 15 minutes.
Dude, for some reason... Oh, I was like, that's a recording time, that's your lifetime.
See, you should be recording this too.
It is recording.
No, it's not. Start recording.
Everything's being recorded. We can access it at any time. We can upload it and download it and do this.
On here? I'm just curious. I mean,
dude, it's right here.
Hey, other viewer, why don't you say fucking hello?
Because it's probably our own selves.
It's not. I have it closed on my phone, so it's someone else. And yeah, I'm getting fucking hostile with you. Cause you know what? Our views are staying the same, but our concurrent viewers keeps on changing from 1 to 2. So how about you go ahead and just let us know who
If
you
you
are.
opened it on your phone, it'd be 3.
I'll give you $1. Yeah, you know what?
See,
Let me open it.
look, this is episode 1. I could download.
Oh, okay. Clip. Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3.
Ah, they left.
Nobody left.
They did, because I'm watching it now.
It says it right here. In all reality,
It
this...
says right here, one watching.
Dude,
Someone liked it.
I liked it.
Damn it.
Yeah, it says 1 watching now right here. Everything's wrong. It could... Dude, for all we know, there could have been 30 people that clicked through this.
Who knows?
But yeah, I totally told this dude I fucked his girlfriend. Told him all about it. And I think... I'm not sure if he broke up with her or not. But I definitely know that I did not feel as complete as I thought I would, but I definitely got pussy. That right there is the win. What are you doing?
I got stuck in a doom scroll.
You know what?
Doom scroll.
Where you just start. Bro.
I was trying to see if anyone like was looking at it on Facebook or something, so I could see if I could get a hint. Nah, that didn't happen.
I'm telling you right now, those 3 viewers are probably us.
At this point. Hey, you know what? Consistency is key. I keep looking up there thinking the camera's there, but it's right there. That camera is right there. Here's one for you.
Hey, look. Alright, so it says, all this shit, it won't tell you, but somebody else has viewed our episode 3. They're, like, these are consistently going up. So I wouldn't worry too much.
We're doing good. We're doing something right?
I mean,
something right.
something right or something wrong, it don't fucking matter. We're doing something.
Have you ever heard of the book, The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross?
No. If it's a book, odds are I haven't heard of it.
Okay. So I have not read this book yet, but I've listened to some parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually get sidetracked because the dude who does the audiobook reading blows. But the whole premise of the book is this guy's doing like a deep dive and trying to connect Christianity to psychedelics.
To like drugs and shit.
Yeah. And it's pretty crazy. Have you ever heard of the theory on the burning bush?
Oh, chlamydia. Yeah.
No. No. I forget what the bush is called, but there's a story in the Bible where like a bush is on fire and the dude thinks that it's God talking to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy actually thinks that bush was like weed, like it was pot, and the pot plant essentially was on fire, and he was getting fucking just
roasted. Yeah.
And talking to God from talking to this plant. You know, there's a lot of suggestions. Honestly.
Well, like you got to think about it in a certain light here. Okay. The entire Bible follows a storyline, right? It all kind of like does.
No, I mean,
because like the New Testament
storyline, as in like it fucking. I guess.
Okay, like so Genesis, right?
Jesus, yeah.
Genesis.
Well, each book follows its own story,
right? But they all kind of tie back, sort of. So like Genesis is creation of man, and then the flood, Exodus, Moses and the Israelites and getting the Jews out. But all throughout that, it's also talking about it's all in the same area, same.
Well, it all centers, ironically enough, out of like Israel, Palestine,
Bethlehem, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So, oh hey, why are there languages? Why are we spread out? God said, spread out, go forth, multiply, spread out.
Yeah.
And when we didn't do it, he twisted our tongues, created language. Okay, so you have it in that sense, but all throughout the Bible, there's a lot of similarities, it's all basing off of the other thing, in a sense. Okay. That is either the same strain of weed that everybody was smoking for that fucking long, or when they're high, there is a higher power.
And that's what I see, and I am favorite to that idea. Yeah. That when you are doing like now where I draw the line is like when it comes to like meth, cocaine, shit like that. You know what I mean? That definitely I don't think is getting to a higher
the
power.
psychedelics part is what makes you like, okay,
yeah.
There's a reason why we can't.
Well, and there's a common understanding for anyone who's ever done psychedelics or done like smoked weed and shit like that. Like there is this recognition of like, oh, I'm this big. Like I ain't shit.
Well, so like I've never done that, right? Like I've smoked my fair share of weed.
Right.
And I've been my fair share of drunk, my fair share of times, right?
Well, and see, and drunk that's the same. to me, drunk is like the opposite of psychedelics because it almost boosts your ego. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but like you get what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah.
so, but here's my theory, conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you remember, like Pineapple Express, like the underground thing, they're trying out LSD, weed, shit like that, and on soldiers, and there's an actual study that they did on soldiers.
Oh yeah.
But then you also heard about the Russian project or whatever. They locked them in a room, and then they all went crazy. And
Yeah.
here's my thoughts. Okay. Chemtrails. Okay. Chemtrails. They're poisoning us to see the reality they want us to see.
I'll take it.
The reason why psychedelics and all these drugs are illegal isn't for what they would do to you, or isn't for the fact that they can't tax them, because they sure as fuck could.
Right.
It's because they're helping you see the reality that it really is there, the
Right.
real reality of life,
The real world.
not the fake shit that they have
and
chemically bound us to
And
see.
here's what I will say too is that I don't even think like it has to do with like chemicals so much as it does just like media, news, like what's propagated as to be like common belief. You know what I mean?
It's like brainwash.
Yeah, it is 100%. It's 100%
Because-
brainwash. Because I mean, think about it. And this isn't anything new, right? Like you go to school, schools prepare you for work, and you're supposed to.
They don't prepare you for work though.
No, but like they prepare you for work in like back in like the 20s. It was like you're probably gonna work in a factory, right? So you're gonna be on a schedule. You're all gonna be in a room. You're gonna have your own individual task that you're gonna do, and get graded on, rewarded on, blah blah blah. But that individual task is part of the bigger picture. And
Well,
so-
hence the reason why this education system is fucking wrong.
oh yeah, well especially nowadays because we're not working in factories. Like probably like 40% of Americans still work in a factory.
And of those 40% are probably just sitting there making sure the machine that's doing the job they used to is calibrated.
Right, in which they're accustomed, like to them, they're doing their job because, like in school, that's all you did is you just sat there and you did your work, and then you got done with it, and you got a gold star, and you were good. There was no incentivization to be creative and to question or challenge the ideas that are being brought upon you. It was like, this is it. This is gospel. This is what we do.
Well, I'm like, oh, hey, you're getting taught to take a test. You're not getting taught to actually learn.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of shit you could, like, I did learn in school.
Well, here's a great example of it, right? Is like, and this is kind of bouncing back into religion, but when I was back in the Catholic school, so I would go. So it was a block schedule, right? So every other day we had religion class. It was a fucking hour and a half long class on the Catholic religion, and it was basically like a deep dive church session.
Well, you had nuns in that church, didn't you?
Yeah, at the Catholic school, yeah, there's
Never
nuns and
school,
shit.
yeah.
Like, it was a straight up, I mean, it was a Catholic school, you know what I mean? So, everyone who went there for the most part was fucking, they were Catholic.
Son,
Yeah.
here is the heart of love.
Shut the fuck up. But, bringing back trauma. But,
And I never went back.
No! But anyways, so I would go to, so Wednesday at school we had mass. So everyone in the school went to mass Wednesday morning for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, right? Me and Nick, me and my brother, we weren't Catholic, so we had to sit in the back, and it was just like, well, watch and listen type of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah, because they segregated you. I forgot about that
yeah,
during
because
mass.
because you can't participate in communion, you can't participate in confession, you can't. There's a lot of shit you cannot participate in until you have been baptized as a Catholic.
And that's insane because religion and like Christianity and Catholicism and stuff is all stemmed off the same thing.
Right.
Is forgiveness, acceptance.
Right, and I was like, and that used to trip me up because so I would go to so we had that Wednesday, right, and then Wednesday night in my family we would go to church because there was Wednesday night service.
At Calvary, right?
Yeah, at Rocky Mount Calvary. So we would go to church Wednesday night, and then Thursday was religion class. So I would go to a Catholic mass in the morning, a laid back progressive Christian church at night, and then the next day have Catholic classes. So I was always full of questions and shit, just like trying to connect the dots and figure out like what is what and why is why, right? I can't tell you how many times as a 6th grader I stumped that religion teacher with like, I guess you're like, I guess they kind of do draw similarities and stuff like that. Because like one of the biggest things is I remember in religion class it was heart. Abstinence, 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 abstinence. You don't have sex until you're married. That's just law. That's just, it is what it is. Like, there is no way around it. There is no, like, that's what it is. And if you do it before, you're a sinner.
Yeah, but
Say
I'm
your
test driving this
confessions.
car before I buy it, motherfucker.
Amen. I agree. But, you know,
Yeah.
that's rule.
If you ain't good
At
at
my-
sex and I have to teach you something, we're gonna try again.
At my church, they did say, like, hey, you know, like,
This is the
wait
new
till
world.
marriage. That's the best. It's the best way to do it. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever, right? But they also were like, hey, if you're going to do it, like condoms. Like, do things to help prepare and prevent and blah, blah,
Let's
blah.
prevent STDs and pregnancies.
Right, exactly.
Because you're not going to go through life. My first friend I ever made when I moved here, he's the best man at my wedding. Okay? Dude, he had a fucking hot ass girlfriend. Broke up with her because of individual religious views. Which is, okay, yeah, you want somebody to grow and share.
Yeah.
Fully understand.
Well, I mean, religion,
so-
depending on the religion you believe in, that can be a hard line to draw. Like, I'll be honest, that was a big cutting point for me and Brittany. Because I'm not religious, but, like, I'm spiritual. Like, I definitely, like, I align my faith with a Christian God. I don't claim to be Christian, but that's what I align my faith
You align this way,
Right.
and she...
didn't at all. Like, that was just,
Well,
exactly.
I'm the reason why she wanted to explore.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'll go with you in everything else. I'll go with you to a non-denominational church. We'll go to church. We'll speak the word of God. We'll do all these things. But when it came down to communion, I ain't doing it. I'm not in my church. I'm not in my Lutheran church.
She was raised Lutheran.
No.
Oh, you were? Okay.
She was trying to explore.
I see.
And because of that, like, I'll go to church. Like, I was upset that we were
I
going
didn't
to
know
church.
that. You were raised Lutheran. Lutheran Catholic, huh?
No, Lutheran Christian.
Ah.
Catholic light.
Yeah, Catholic Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm Lutheran Christian.
Hold on Catholic Light, let me go pee real quick. Retain that thought.
You're gonna you should retain your bladder, you fucking fuck. At least bring me a
Especially when
beer
you
or
drink
something.
beer.
Oh, they're over
Yeah,
there.
there.
Well, when you
Go
come
for it.
back, I would appreciate a beer. I don't know what to do.
Grab a beer. Throw some of that lime salt in there.
Fuck no, salt.
Dude, take a sip of my beer.
No,
Please, take a sip of my beer.
no, because it's got lime salt. Disgusting. Bitch, disgusting. I say that yet I drooled on my shirt. Man, I really hope these microphones are working out pretty good. Hopefully it's not overcrowding shit. You know, individuality in the talking. And this motherfucker right here. Excuse my little game room here. You know, making do with what we got. It's what we do.
Do you like Coronas with lime?
No. I don't like Corona.
Just take one small sip.
Mm,
Don't knock it till you try it. I didn't go strong.
don't try it until you knock it, bro.
It's not crazy. I promise you.
I don't know why I sniffed beer. Beer smells the same with or without salt. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-mm. Too much salt.
Tripping.
No, homie. I don't think you understand. My older brother goes, "Hey, dude, you want some sweet tea?" I go,
Oh, he salted you?
"Hey, dude, hell yeah, I would love some sweet tea."
You got salty.
Dude, it took forever for me to actually...
Before we dive back in, where's that charger?
Oh, it's the turquoise thing under her desk. It should be... Well, why'd you yank it out? But yes, it's that.
No, that's Type C.
No, dumbass.
That's Type
Hold
C.
it. Hold it.
Oh,
Use your brain.
Where do I plug it in at?
In the thing you pulled that out of.
Or didn't it come out of anything? It was literally sitting on the ground like this.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Come at me again!
I'll come at you and fucking fight.
Come at me again!
Is there... There's no... I ran out of USB space here. Let me see this thing.
Make something happen.
You're fucking so needy. You're like a little fucking woman.
Bitch. Says the one who texts me back with one word answers 24/7.
Yeah, because I don't fucking text.
Yeah, I'm fucking text.
Okay, it's plugged in.
Thanks, bro. I could have done that if I knew that's what we were doing. Yeah, get back in the studio.
Welcome to Fucked Up Camera Angle 9000. You see the difference?
So, okay, so what were you saying? Lutheran, you grew up Lutheran Christian.
Right.
Yeah, you wouldn't eat communion in your own, in a church that wasn't your own.
Wouldn't eat. Hey, come back here. You can't be lounging like that. We're in the middle of a podcast, bro. So that was kind of like what I was taught. Hey, sheep. You don't be careful for it. You're gonna pull it down.
True. So that's what you were taught. That's what you're comfortable with.
It was kind of like my whole thing. So she didn't like that. She thought I was motherfucker, dude. She thought I was just being difficult to be an asshole. Totally like put a bad taste in her mouth. Like she doesn't want to go back. And then also you look at all the people that like it's okay. I went to church.
Right. Well, that's the problem. Is you cannot convolute the two. You know what I mean? Because they're two different types of people for sure.
But I get it. She's the right to believe and do whatever she wants. So fuck it.
Oh, show.
Dude.
Oh, show. Change the subject. Let's get off religion. Let's get off religion here.
Oh, you're on a good one too, and then you like derailed it completely 100%.
I know, I kind of forgot.
Drugs, bro.
Drugs! Drugs are great.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Here you go. Speaking of drugs, I'm going to just read you the headline, and I want you to take a guess as to how it happened. Okay. Patient sings during brain surgery.
How it happened?
Yeah.
Obviously, the how is she was having brain surgery and sang.
But
Be-
what happened? Was she doing it like on her own? Did they like hit some things in the brain that made her sing? What happened?
Well, you know that they do brain surgery while they're awake. Like some of them.
Yeah.
And like in order to pinpoint and make sure they don't fuck shit up, they have you do certain things.
Someone give this guy an Academy Award. That's exactly what happened.
Fucking thank you, Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Is the lady was having brain surgery, and she was like, I just want to be able to still be able to sing to my kids, like especially during Christmas season, because she loves singing. So the doctor was like, cool, say no more, bro. Like, I'll get this tumor out of your head, and you just sing. So that way I know I'm not fucking up your singing shit. We'll be good.
Yeah, I'm not fucking singing part of your brain up.
You know what I would do? I'd say, make sure you have a chick sucking my dick, so that way I know that thing does not go south.
See, blowjobs are nice.
I prefer.
I appreciate a blowjob.
I appreciate the effort.
Like,
I
like if they
appreciate
put good effort in, you appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate the hard work.
I would much rather be the tongue punching
Oh yeah.
the clitoris and then fucking.
Oh yeah.
Because if I let you try to set, no, let me just fuck you. Good.
It does the trick.
Like, did I tell you I use the same line on 3 different ones, 3 different females. I was like, I've never known what it was like to have a chick let me come in her mouth.
That worked.
It worked. Oh well, I want to make sure you know what it's like.
Get some nasty sluts there, buddy.
I fuck them and then put it in their mouth too. They're like, I'm not gonna suck you until you're ready. Like, you're gonna have to get ready and then I'll finish it off. And I was like, even better.
Speaking of nasty sluts, what was your favorite part about Houston?
What nasty slut did you see in Houston?
That's true. There wasn't. I take that back. There was a couple at that mall. There was a couple.
At the what? At the mall?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're asking for it there
Yeah.
at the Galleria. No,
I'm still hyped to that. I was able
dude,
to.
you dropped the ball. Like,
I did drop the ball.
if
but
this
you know
is
what?
the
I was-
touchdown pass, it's coming in, and he's ready. All he's got to do is just nab it. He went.
No, I didn't even do that, dude. I did.
Yeah, you straight swatted it at the ground.
Swatted
I
it away.
told you, and Patrick was down as fuck too. Both of us. If he goes home with this girl, one of us is getting him later. We were gonna let you plow.
Yeah.
You could have been a farmer in a wheat field, homie.
I don't think the plowing would have happened that night just because that dude was fucking there.
Come on now. You're meeting a chick.
Yeah, but then that means neither one of us had a ride. Because I'm pretty sure she rode with him.
Dude. We would have got you pussy one way or another. It would have happened. Get in the car, I'll take you to her house. You know?
Okay, that's okay. You gotta give the brothers a chance. You gotta give the bald brothers a chance out here.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he was gay, by the way. He was not interested in the fact that you were talking, like, sliding up on that girl, though.
I think it's just kind of a bitch. We're being real here.
I mean, no, so I was
'Cause
talking to
she was
someone.
dolled up like a date. He was dolled up like he was on a date.
But they could have both dolled up to go pick up the opposite sex or the same sex.
Yeah, but then they would have said.
Will you stop?
True.
Because you're loosening it and making it fucked up worse.
Try not to. Is this tightening it?
Yeah,
Okay, then let me tighten it back up. Okay, there we go.
that's why I had done what I had done.
Okay, we're good. What were you saying though?
Because I think they could have been their friends, dolling up, gonna be each other's wingman. And that's why he was so chill.
Maybe.
I mean, shit like that happens. But that was fun. Because I was talking to Spawn when you went to go over there. Or before you went over there, you were getting up to pee. And it was like, I winked at her to see what her reaction would be. I came up with a, fabricated lie just in case. But, like, I winked at her to see what her reaction would be. She was looking at you or looking at the bow or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, look at her body language. Does she like the dude she's with now, or should Carm slide in? Because you were going to pee.
Yeah.
She goes, she's uncomfortable. See how she just got on her phone immediately when he got up? All right, send the little dog in. You know? I just... And the fact that you did not even get her phone number.
I didn't. I don't know if I probably could have, because this is how I was gonna get her number. Is I was gonna be like, well, shit, let me get your number, and maybe next time I'm down here, you could show me one of these fishing spots around here or something. Because she was fucking pressing me on the fucking fish hook. That was one of the first things she said to me. She was like, I had my hat backwards like this, and she goes, Milwaukee and the fish hook. What's going on? What's up with that? And I was like, I don't know. I like to work with my hands, and I like to fish.
Yeah, you were so... Dude, if I was in your shoes, if we weren't going to her house, we were going to the bathroom. Guaranteed.
Fair.
Guaranteed.
Hey,
For being a 5, I had really good luck.
you do manage to do all right.
I mean, I'm not obviously not seeking it now, so I'm sure my game's changed. Like, it's like I was playing it on easy mode, and now we're over here at, like, intermediate or hard. Dude, it was easy, though. That's the thing. It shouldn't have been as easy as it was. Like, I did have to work for it, sort of. But I never really felt like I put that much effort in.
See, that's how I felt growing up too. And like now I'm like, I don't know what to do. Here's the other thing too that's weird, that it's weird for me. And I can almost guarantee you would have a similar problem. Maybe not, but I feel like you would. Is that like I went from I only dated people essentially in my teenage years. And by the time me and the long-term girlfriend broke up, I was pushing adult years. Like, the chicks I was chasing were now off limits. You know what I mean? Like, you pick up...
I mean, you can still chase an 18-year-old.
I can, but it's weirder.
You know the best thing about an 18-year-old?
What is it, Bob?
The older you get, they stay the same age.
Wow, never heard that one before.
Go after a college chick, low self-esteem, boost it. It's like you got to think about it like it's terrible to like you are the predator, and they are the prey.
Shouldn't use those words.
No, but think about it though. Like you're not going after Miss Arlington.
Right.
You're going after the weaker of the pack.
I want Miss Arlington. That's the thing. I know I'm capable of Miss Arlington.
You shoot for the moon. If you miss, you hit the stars.
Yeah.
The stars are still up there, homie.
Amen.
So,
Well, dude, I'm hoping that once I get settled back in, when I get back, and the jobs are like all jobs are rolling, I'm hoping I'll have some guap to be able to go fucking like just go, because my confidence level is finally back to the point where like I feel like I could just go to a bar by myself and be.
I wouldn't let you go to a bar by yourself.
I'd go by.
No, because somebody needs to be your triple D.
I kind of want to go by myself though.
I'll be chilling in the corner drinking a beer. You do you.
Oh, designated drivers? Is that what you're saying?
Designated drunk driver. I ain't going to a bar not having a drink, motherfucker. You know.
Designated buzz.
Actually, there is a bar that I could get Dr. Peppers for free. So we might do that, because I might have had 15 Dr. Peppers.
I do like some Dr. Peppers, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, there's a bar I think it's in Fort Worth, or it's here. If you're the designated driver, you get non-alcoholic beverages for free. But I wonder if there's like a group like size limit, because I can't just show up there by myself and go, I'm the designated driver for myself.
I'm sure as long as one person's drinking, they don't care.
I don't know, but I'll go with you. My thing is you missed. I think you missed a majority of. Not a majority, but I think you missed the cue.
From who?
From the girl.
The girl I was talking to?
Yeah. Like I think it like was like over your head because you're stuck in your shell. If you would have busted out, it would have plopped you right between the eyes.
Probably.
Because she had her tits poking at you. She was doing all.
And she kept.
Quit it. Stop it, dude.
She did that probably like 30 times while we were talking.
Shh.
I like that shit, you know?
So what you needed to do was go. I know. Can I get those digits though? I've gotten a girl's number with a Rubik's cube.
Doesn't surprise me. Also, this pod's about to take a twist, by the way. This is like the first time I've smoked in a minute.
Oh shit! Is that why I'm feeling a little more? You've been blowing it at me, homie. No, I
will say it's been not to like digress too much here, but it's been nice with how much I don't feel it yet. Like I don't feel it in my bank account yet, but I know I will. Like not buying fucking vape juice and not buying fucking these fuckers for $50 a pop and shit. It has helped out a lot.
It's almost like somebody was telling you the truth. Because I said, imagine if you just slowed down a little.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, dude, I've been wanting to quit for a while, just because like I've been smoking so long, dude. Like I'm literally perma-fried. Like this whole week that I haven't been smoking, honestly, it's still like there will be random parts in the day where I just like I have to like recenter myself.
Where you're like drooling over something silly?
No, it's not like I'm drooling over something silly. It's just like I don't even know what it is, dude. Like I just like start thinking a certain way or something, and then next thing I know, I'm like looking and I'm like, I feel stoned right now. Like I genuinely feel stoned as fuck right now, and like I have to just basically not think about it and let some time pass, and then I'm good. You know, I have to like kind of remind myself like, hey, you're not stoned right now. But like it's hard to describe. It's really hard to describe.
Well, because
It's like a foggy, spacious feeling. Like you know when you wake up and you're hungover and like you're not drunk, but your brain feels different because like you were altered. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, that was me after a case of Twisted Tea. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I still went to work and I was like
Like, you're not
This
drunk.
doesn't feel right because I'm not hungover, but I know damn well I ain't drunk.
Right.
I drove because I had a company truck.
Yeah.
Like I drove my car once a week.
Yeah.
I hardly ever drove that motherfucker. I was always in a company truck.
You talking about the van?
No. When I worked at the other place, I actually had a pickup.
Oh, out here?
Mhm.
Like electrical company wise?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you remember talking about old Starkey. Oh, it's journeyman privilege, even though I
Yeah.
had a truck for
Yeah.
all year up until that point.
Which, by the way, I do want to point something out here real quick, right? Because remember how you were busting my balls earlier about like going out on my own, you know? I will say, I was literally on my own plumbing within 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I was plumbing, fucking changing people's pipes, snaking their drains, fucking breaking their drains. But I was also taught by not a scam artist. It wasn't his fault, but I was taught very scammy. Because, like, I'd go in there, snake it, and, like, a plumber would keep snaking until they feel like they've either broken the pipe, which you need to get the fuck out of there if that happens, or sell them a new one, or until the clog is cleared. But the way we did it is, oh, no, I'm not going through. I can't risk damaging your pipe. I can't risk damaging my machine. We're going to have to get a camera out here and see what it looks like. And then we send the camera down to, oh, blah, 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 blah. You see all this? Oh, my God. Yeah. Better get a new pipe. This is just going to keep happening. It's just going to be worse. Do you want to wake up and have sewage in your basement because of a backed up? No. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very, I mean, like, it was kind of true. Because, like, it is kind of true. Like, if they just keep letting it happen, like, yeah, it could back up. But, like, if you're roto-rootering it enough.
If you Drano your drains.
You shouldn't do that. Definitely should not do that. Definitely should not do that. And you know why you shouldn't do that? It breaks down the glue. It's not that it breaks down the pipe. Pipe's fine. It's the glue that's connected.
Okay, that's a cast iron pipe.
Cast iron pipes, it chemically eats that shit.
That's probably why
But-
at the old house the fucking drain stopped working and they said that the pipe was broken in there. It's because that was the landlord's fix for everything. Did you Drano it?
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, I guarantee you, I can just by the amount of sewage repairs I see on the streets and shit in front of people's houses, lot. Like, you guys are lucky. You guys have cleanouts. That's like a $5,000 install right there. And I know for a fact this house was not built with PVC cleanouts. 100% was not.
Are you talking about the things in the front yard?
Yep. So, because that's direct access to your main sewage line going out towards the street. You know what I mean? And so if you guys ever do have, like, a main line backup where, like, the bathtub's not draining, because it'll start at the bathtub, because that's the lowest drain. Start at your bathtub. And then typically typically toilets. Bathtub or the toilet it starts, because those are your two lowest drain lines. So bathtub or toilet, and then it'll go to your sink. And then your washer or sink, depending on where they're at level-wise. You know what I mean? But once you get the tub and the toilet backing up, that's usually a telltale sign of, like, yo, your shit is downstream, not, like, just dirt or something up here. You know what I mean? But in the minute that happens, someone can snake from outside. And the reason why there's two is because it's shaped like a U. So one goes out to the street and the other one goes back in towards the house. So you can snake the main line going back in towards the house. And then if that doesn't work, that's when you start attacking each fixture.
So my joy about this is you talk about that is construction is different amongst everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got pipe fitters.
Yeah.
Or like HVAC guys.
Yeah.
You got a problem. What's Freon do when it's leaking?
Right.
It chemically coats something, so you find that leak. Plumbing, what happens if something's leaking or not working? You can see it.
Yeah.
Electrical?
Yeah, no. That's
If you see electricity, you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You fucked up big time.
And that's like, honestly, these are the two main reasons I've never liked electrical.
It's invisible.
That reason, number one, is it's invisible, and number two, it will just that will bite you. That will kill you. I mean, all the others can kill you too. You can get killed fucking plumbing, especially if you're just clearing drains without taking any sort of fucking septic.
Yeah, that like
precautions
macacal
they
virus or whatever the fuck
yeah,
it is.
you can get some pretty fucking nasty diseases and shit. You know, and crawling down in crawl spaces and shit like that. But like, that's all
Get
like
bit by, like, a
outside.
snake.
That's like outside environment things.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's not like what you're working with directly. Like water won't really kill you unless you're working on like a fucking city main tap that's pushing 6,000 cubic feet a fucking minute. You know what I mean? That'll fucking kill you. That will literally fucking knock you the fuck out and like borderline decapitate you. Like you might as well be getting shot with fucking a laser. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
if
like you've seen water cut, yeah.
Exactly. You know.
I
mean, and the same can happen with pinhole leaks, but.
Well, and like you think about it, like you're in a crawl space that, like, it's like just like the perfect thing, and it starts flooding.
Right.
You can't get out, you drown.
Well, that if that happens to you, you're a fucking moron. You
But,
know what
like-
I mean? Like
To me, you know the deadliest voltage, though, right?
120.
120.
Yeah. Because it's not the volts that kill you; it's the amperage.
It's not even that. It's homeowners doing repairs themselves. People getting complacent. Oh, it's only 120.
Well, I told you about my dad's friend, right? He was a lineman. He did line work. Okay, we all know that's like probably one of the most dangerous things you can do as an electrician is being a line worker, right?
Linemen are fucking insane.
Yeah, yeah. Like they make good money for a good reason.
Oh, I gotta tell you about that fucking dream. Like, I remember all of it.
5
after
seconds.
this,
5
yeah.
seconds. So he was a line worker. Went to go change a plug in his house or whatever. Went to go do it hot and fucking zipped it or whatever. It was either backfeeding. Something was going on, but he died from the 120.
Okay. So, you held on.
Yeah.
You literally see your life goodbye. Okay. Because for him, even linemen, like, they'll survive explosions.
Yeah.
Some of them will. This dude, I don't know if you've seen it circling around on the electrical pages on Facebook yet. The dude's eyes that were starred.
No.
Fucking medical person put it. It's in the Missouri Journal. Not Missouri.
Just from like the electric like current.
Massachusetts.
It just like
He got hit by 14,000 volts. Fucked his eyes up. He's still alive. He can still see. But it fucked with his cornea. So, like, you know, like, you watch Naruto?
no.
Okay, but, like, you know the eyes that Sasuke did?
Yeah.
Where it did the star?
Yeah.
It wasn't red, it was black.
Damn. Damn. That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway. This dream. That made me terrified to ever let you be in a bucket truck with me again.
Okay.
Because I don't think you recognize that I barely told you any of it before you cut me off. When I was telling you, like, a couple weeks ago. Because I keep having, like, daymares about it.
Okay. Since you know it so well, and I have to pee, I feel like this is a good point for me to break off and pee real quick. Because it's like...
Dude, this is like the third pee in an hour.
No, it's beer. I'm sorry.
You broke your fucking
This is why
cord.
we should edit before we post, you know?
This is precisely the reason why it's live. Uncut and raw.
Raw, baby.
An uncut man raw dogged mom. Alright, let's see. What do we do? What do we do for the 2 minutes he's going to pee? Says concurrent booters, which could either be good or bad. Let's see what happens if I come over here, go to the Chuckleheads. I can fart around doing stuff on the computer and talk at y'all like I know what I'm doing. Which we all know that's a fucking lie. I know nothing. I know not of anything I do. Yeah, it's like that. God forgive me for I know not what I do. 'Cause I'm a moron. Studio, let's see. So studio, let me see. Average iterations, 23 minutes. Peak concurrent. Okay, so this thing's like kind of right, kind of wrong. Recent subscribers. Oh, shit. Hey, bud.
Yep.
You want to see who subscribed to our Pidkist?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get over there.
Just don't read the name out loud, but you're gonna know who it is.
Oh, hell yeah! Shout out to my boy!
He subscribed the day we started it,
Fuck yeah.
cause that's a real G.
That's a real G right there. Shout out to our boy.
The best
I
friend.
thought it was my best friend.
My best friend of 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so anyway, have you seen the videos in the transfer stations? They push a button, and when they're killing power to one thing, it starts separating the wires, and it'll fucking wow.
Yeah.
They're breaking the line. Fucking stupid ass dream. Like, the Repo, Genetic Opera. Okay, you remember how it was the big tall tower, and like it was all like ominous and red and shit?
Yes.
Okay. I had a dream. You, me, Craig. We're in Craig's bucket truck. It's not even a Dalworth bucket truck. It's Craig's. Okay. We're out on a roof, and it's a membrane roof too, which is even more weird because you don't even want to put like a fucking pallet jack on one of those, right? And around us is transfer lines, where they're breaking lines and doing whatever, breaking lines. So it's constantly a wah, and we gotta go up and do something. And go ahead, Carm. And this bucket truck's 60 foot. I've been 60 foot in that truck standing on top of the bucket. Okay? I've been way the fuck up there. And all of a sudden, go, all around us, we're doing shit. Starts to tip. It has outriggers on it. 4 outriggers that actually stick out. Okay? The thing shouldn't tip.
Yeah.
And if it does, something's wrong. It tips over, slams you out of the bucket, and then stands back upright. So you go, you're fine, you're chilling. We're still breaking fucking wire. Gotta get the bucket down. Gotta pick the riggers up. And look at the damage of this roof from the bucket truck falling over and coming back in. And like, like how when you dig in a flat thing, like a fucking, like the grout, or not grout, the silicone, and you take a flathead and just to it. That's what it looked like, right? And it's still it's just all sorts of fucking crazy shit. I was like, Arm's not allowed to bucket. Not allowed.
Oh, no, I'm
No,
fine. I'm fine in a bucket truck. Hey, okay. I gotta get more comfortable working at heights for sure. I mean, I've already got more comfortable just by fucking...
I didn't know you weren't comfortable with heights.
Yeah, I didn't know either till I started painting. Once I started painting, and I was like painting up on like a fucking 20-foot ladder, like inside on bolted ceilings and shit, and like having to reach over and paint, I was like, I don't like that.
I don't like fucking testing my luck on ladders.
No, me neither. I'm very safe with ladders.
So speaking of things you didn't know or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of things on the podcast.
So I was like, topic 1920s gangsters, one of my things.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
I don't know if you're like this way or not, but I am. There's a topic that concerns you, or not concerns you, but
Interest you?
yeah, it tickles your fancy.
Okay.
You will learn everything and anything you can know about it that night. Like, you go down the rabbit hole of rabbit holes.
I'll be honest. I used to.
But, like, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know what you're talking
So
about.
I did that with...
Personally, I don't anymore, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I've done that with Columbine.
Okay.
Like, the shooting, everything and anything to go around the shooting. Done that with Bonnie and Clyde. Amanda Todd.
Okay. See, this is my problem, is that, you know what you know how you say, like, you get obsessed with something and one night you go down the rabbit hole and, like, you just learn it all in one night?
Mm-hmm.
So that happened one night with me with politics when I was first trying to get into the stock market. Around the time I came out here for your guys' wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, that has been my rabbit hole.
As politics?
It's just straight politics. Like, I love, like, because And this is a really fucked up way of looking at it. But like the way I look at it now is almost more like fantasy sports. Like I really don't look at politics like this this crazy thing that affects our life. It does. Like I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's just so detached from that part of me now. To where like I look at it and I'm like when I look at Trump and Biden running, like to be honest with you,
It's kind of like one of those things that it's like it doesn't surprise you.
it doesn't
but-
surprise me. And here's the thing too: is it's like literally like the NFL. Like I could watch any of these teams play. I know which teams are gonna play in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's still any given Sunday. Literally any given Sunday, and it's the same for politics too. You know, that 100% applies to politics. You know?
I learned something about the NFL that they weren't held to a certain thing in their contract, like how WWE is entertainment, NFL is in the entertainment thing. The refs can alter the game by calling a false flag to make it more entertaining.
Yeah. Well, see, and I'll be honest, this is why I've kind of gotten into soccer now that.
No, I gotta fucking pee.
Alright, go pee real quick.
Motherfucker.
And I'll go on my soccer rant when I get back.
It's gonna say like multiple things.
Soccer. No, I'm gonna go on my soccer rant when you get back.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting pretty swifty over here. I just cracked. I haven't cracked my final beer yet. We're on an hour and a half. We're gonna keep it going. His wife was just like, "Are you done yet?" Nope. We're gonna keep it going. Sorry, Simone. We love you. But the show must go on. For the boys. What did I tell you I was going to tell you all about? Soccer. Okay, this is why.
Curse my memory.
This is.
Because if you didn't remember, then I wouldn't have had to tell you.
Yep, and you did.
I could have fucking
And
gone
you
on
did.
with my topic of the
See,
day.
but that's called being a good guy. That's called being a good guy.
Fucking
Okay,
honest.
we're having a pod here. Look, I'm not gonna go deep into soccer. I'm not like this new fucking found soccer fan. Okay, I learn best about sports by playing the video games. Which, funny sidetrack here. You know you know who Tyreek Hill is, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how he prepares for every game? Just fucking leave it.
How does he prepare for every game?
Playing Madden.
Oh, shit. There's a lot of them that do that.
Well, no, but and I'm not saying prepare for the game as in get his mind right or anything like that. I'm talking about learn about each player's strengths and and shit is from Madden, which I thought was that's just a fun little side.
You know what? I believe it.
Yeah, fun little side note. But
Dude, that pisses me off.
why I like soccer? Because you were talking about how NFL referees, because of the sake of entertainment, can kind of fuck with calls and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So in soccer, you know how they have yellow flags and red cards and shit like that.
Mhm.
So let's say you have the ball, and you're passing and you're making your way downfield, right?
Mhm.
If I trip you, and knock the ball loose. Well, if I trip you in general, and let's say the ball goes loose and another one of your players picks it up and keeps dribbling, right?
Mhm.
The other team has the option to call that foul or keep the play live, because there's no advantage that was gained from it, right? Now, if I slide kick the ball, and I now have the ball and I'm traveling downfield the other way, that's automatically a free kick, free pass, whatever, because an advantage was gained from that penalty. You know? And that soccer also has offsides. So if you're to make it a more interesting and fair game. So if I'm a single guy running down the field, right, and there's three defenders, because there's always three defenders that are kind of just staying back, waiting for the ball to come back their way towards the.
You can't go behind the defenders.
You can't. Well, you can't pass behind the defenders. So I'm running down the field, and the other guy circles back this way. I can't pass to him and score a goal. That's an offsides. I have to make sure that I'm in the goalie box before that happens. If I'm not or pass, if I'm not past the goalie box, and that happens, then that's an offsides because that's like an unfair advantage, right? Because now it's 2-on-1, because it's two people going against one goalie. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a gentleman. It really is like a gentleman's sport. Like I get why we took football
See.
and we called it football, and we were like, no, this is football, because football is like the ungentleman's sport.
Where you're beating each other's heads in the
It's
walls.
literally
and shit.
yeah, it's like borderline UFC. You know what I mean? Like it's a controlled like who's the better man game.
You see the Russian wrestling basketball?
Yeah, I have seen that. I have seen that. Dude. You know Khabib, obviously. That's how he kind of prepped himself for the UFC. Used to train, was doing that.
You know what? That's not a bad way.
No, not at all.
Okay, so anyway.
What were you gonna talk about? What you
No, the deep dive rabbit hole, blah blah blah.
going on deep dive rabbit hole? Yeah,
Okay, so Bonnie and Clyde is like one of my
you like that?
dude. Bonnie and Clyde.
It's always so. Can I get like a Bonnie and Clyde for dummies? Give me the short story of what happened, because this is my understanding. Is like they were a couple, they robbed a bunch of banks, they did a bunch of like hood rat shit, and then ended up getting gunned down by the Texas Rangers
So
driving off a cliff.
they didn't. They okay. So he missed a detour and drove off a broken down bridge. He
Yes.
did that. But as far as like hood rat shit and like that's why they got gunned down, that is not. So, Bonnie and Clyde were born in DFW.
No shit.
Clyde, you can go to Clyde's dad's, like where he grew up, like his little like fuel station. It's not a museum, but the building's still standing. It's in Dallas.
That's like a historical marker or whatever.
And depending on what you look at, Bonnie was down in Pantego.
Really?
Hmm.
Why do you say depending on what you look like?
Look at it as in. There's reports that it's Grand Prairie. There's reports that it's Pantego.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's that.
So was Clyde from like a more affluent area?
No. His dad owned a gas station mechanic shop.
Okay.
No, mind you, this is during the Depression.
Okay.
Who's driving? Who's really actually driving? Who's really actually doing this? Like before? Like, because Clyde...
Who was actually... What do you mean he was actually driving?
No, who actually, during the Depression, gas stations and mechanics...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Who was really... Okay, I got you.
But before it, you know, because he still was the same thing. It was still a mechanic. Whatever. Clyde was a really good mechanic.
Okay.
Right? That's part of the... He knew Ford V8s.
Okay.
At that time, outran everything.
That's why it's big in car culture to a degree.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, the part of the reason they got gunned down is like they were always trying to...
Well, how did... No, I want the full, like... I want the full story here. How did they meet? Like, what? How did they end up where
So,
the fuck they were at?
There's a lot of stipulation on how they met. Is Clyde's brother's cousin knew a gal, or even then it could be that Clyde saw this. Depending on the movie you watch or what you read.
Okay.
Okay, so like the Bonnie and Clyde movie,
What's like the common understanding?
she got married and then divorced, and moved back home, and he had seen her at her wedding, and like fell in love, but he ended up going to prison over something silly. I think I forgot what he stole, but he got out and then, you know, took her out on a date, and like she just kind of got love struck.
Okay.
Which, because he had a fancy car, he stole the car, stole the clothes, so he looked real fancy. And some, I think it is in her diary, but I don't remember if it's in her diary, if it's just a report, or in like the whole thing is like she had to have known what she was getting herself into. Like she had to have known that he was a criminal.
Okay.
Because a fancy guy, she's fucking slinging slices of pie at the diner. No millionaire or whatever it would be back then. No rich guy is worried about your pie slinging ass, you know.
So he was rich?
No, he's fucking stole everything.
Oh, okay. But he had money.
No. When he took her out, he stole the car, he stole the clothes. He never really had money. The whole thing, like when they did rob banks and shit, they spent the money on getting nice clothes. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
They're helping the economy.
side note, though, is a lot of those people that were the bank robbers in the Great Depression, they're part of the reason why they were, like, favored by the community is what also did banks hold? It wasn't just money.
Oh, like gold and jewelry and shit like that?
No, you're looking at it completely wrong. Okay. What else does a bank do besides hold your money?
Give you loans.
Okay. What do you use a loan to buy?
Cars, houses.
Okay. If you got a deed to a house that's in the bank's name and that's torn up and burned, who owns your house?
I guess you do now.
It's your house.
Okay.
A lot of them would tear up deeds to people's houses so that they wouldn't owe the bank money on their house. So the first bank that they robbed was in Grand Prairie. Together, the first bank they robbed.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's the whole, like, it comes with conspiracy theory in a sense.
Okay.
So the first bank they robbed was in Grand Prairie. Bonnie had never really shot a gun before. Clyde was a really good shot.
Okay.
Hence the reason why he didn't want to kill the law, because that's how you.
Right. Get fucked.
So it's like, if I have to shoot him, I'm gonna try to shoot him in a good spot. Bonnie never shot a gun, never really wanted to shoot a gun. She never shot a gun at anybody. Okay, so like her first time ever shooting a gun was into the ceiling of the bank in Grand Prairie.
Okay.
And then yelled their names, Bonnie and Clyde.
Supposedly.
Okay. And then boom, they're on the run. Okay. They went from Texas, they went north, they went southeast. They went as far as Florida, but they always kept this triangle. They hit the armory in Missouri. That National Guard armory was in Missouri, I believe. And then they were loaded to their teeth with, like, the Colt Monitor. It was basically a Browning, like the BAR. Okay,
So they robbed armories?
They robbed the armory for the National Guard in Missouri to get all these guns. Clyde broke out.
Okay. I bet it was zoned out. Why did they want all these guns?
They were bank robbers. They robbed banks in this triangle of an area.
They just wanted different guns to do it with?
No, they
like,
had
to
a
me, if
posse.
you're gonna-
It wasn't just the two of them. You know that, right?
I did not know that.
Okay, so Clyde had
I know Bonnie. What I told you is what I know.
Okay, so Clyde spent time in prison.
Right.
Got friends in prison.
Okay.
When he got pinched, he cut off a toe to get out of prison early, because back in the day, if you got hurt in prison like that, they'd let you go free, depending on. It is like if he had waited a few days, Bonnie was already working like on getting him out. Like she was gonna get out if he didn't cut his toe off.
Oh shit. Okay.
And there's some reports and some stipulation that part of the reason why Clyde turned so nasty is because he had gotten raped in prison. Because I don't.
What do you mean turn nasty? Like just became like heartless?
Heartless is one way to put it. There was a long line of he only shot back at the police. He never tried to intentionally shoot the police.
And then something clicked.
And when he had gotten caught and then put in prison and gotten raped in prison and then got out of prison.
Now here's where not to digress too much, but here's where I would push back on that theory and say, like, just the little time I spent in jail, like the less than 2 days in jail, made me look at the police in a completely different fashion.
Like in a good or a bad way?
Bad way, 100%.
Yeah, well, so that could have been that too, because like you got to think about it is back in the 20s they didn't we had these amendments and these rights, but did they actually give a fuck?
Right, there was not.
Yeah, it wasn't until we had the woke society that people actually care. That's why, like, Rodney King happened.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, he got raped in prison.
Possibly.
Allegedly.
Possibly.
Probably.
Something happened in prison and something
And
switched.
snapped.
Gotcha.
So, he figured out how he had broken into a prison as well.
Broke
John-
into a prison?
Yeah, he got into a prison, stashed guns. It was more like the workyard, but stashed some guns to get his funds, couple of his buddies out. Broke 2 people out of prison. Okay, now that's not that hard because John Dillinger used a wooden gun.
Right, this is the 1920s.
Yeah, like John Dillinger used a wooden gun to get out of the prison.
Okay.
Do you know? You never heard about that?
No.
He carved a gun out of wood, put it to a guard's back. Felt like a gun. He could have done it with a fucking dull stick. I'll blow your back out. Puts him in the fucking cell. Shows him the wooden gun. Tosses it on his way out. I think that wooden gun's in a museum.
No shit.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright.
So Bonnie and Clyde in Prim, Nevada.
Okay.
And that's where their car is. That's
And I
where.
knew this shit went down in Nevada, so okay.
No, nothing went down in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
in-
I knew there was
it's-
history with Bonnie and Clyde in Nevada.
Yeah, it's Prim or Prism. Prim, Nevada. They have their car. They have the shirt. You know, shit like that. They got killed in Louisiana. The car got towed from Louisiana to Dallas. Okay, so amongst all this shit, so you got Bonnie, who'd never actually killed anybody. She always shot her gun in the air. She just looked mean. A lot of the reports and a lot of the things is that she never killed anybody. Clyde misses a roadblock. She gets a pretty bad, nasty burn on her leg. And so she's gimpy. So they're going to need medicine for her. They need this. Well, when they got Frank Hamer involved, it was like they had... You know who Frank Hamer is. He is the Texas Ranger that got the Texas Rangers reinstated.
Okay.
So he was a Texas Ranger long before. Like, you know, this is 1920s, so he's probably like 1899, early 1900s, or something like that. You know, you get what I'm saying. Like, they're still on horses. Like, the car wasn't common. And he wasn't at the Alamo, but he did stuff down along the border. You know, Texas Rangers they were the shoot first, ask questions later, and
Right, they were savages.
you better have an answer for my questions. Yeah, or I'll pull the bullet out of you and make you answer the question. Like, just, you know. So they got disbanded because of being ruthless. They were effective.
Effective or ruthless.
They had Frank Hamer come out of retirement on the guise of just highway patrol type of thing.
Okay.
He was not going to be a Texas Ranger. So he got his one of his other buddies, something Galt, and they start tracking him down. Now this is after they get caught in a dance club because they need to change cars. Clyde always had spare plates for different states, just changing plates. If he felt like somebody was onto him, he'd drive even further. Drive through the night. Didn't care. They'd camp. They'd slept in that car. The car was their life. They hit that fucking thing in the National Guard Armory, and they had guns now. They're fucking heavily armed. Well, he got caught stealing a car and killed a cop in a small town. And then started killing cops. Depending on the report, and depending on how it is, they were at a gas station. Okay? He's backing out of there. He had robbed the gas station, backing out. The screen door slams. He's got his finger on the trigger. Or a person of the Clyde Barrow gang, because you can look it up. There's Clyde Barrow gang, because it was always 3, 4 of them. It wasn't just Bonnie and Clyde. And shot. Pulled the trigger. Boom. Now it's pinned on Clyde. Okay? So, Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow. It was Bonnie and Clyde is what we know it is the Clyde Barrow gang. And then, so you have Bonnie Parker who wants to be famous. She loved poetry. If you're, there's a small. It's like if you're in the need for something to read, here's a story about Bonnie and Clyde, got published in the newspaper. She kind of cornered, threatened a reporter, and that's one of the things that led to their capture, was the pictures they took in front of that car. He might have changed the plates, but he never got rid of them. So he had put those plates on again, and they were looking for her. So Easter Sunday, they're coming home to spend time with their families in Dallas. Literally, just right over there, like from where we're at.
Right.
And there's a huge operation. They're trying to find him. And Bonnie and Clyde were using bottles with a message, like messenger bottles. They'd throw it.
Throw it out the window?
Like throw it over a fence. Do what they need to do to get the message across.
To their people.
Yeah. Well, they're sitting in the car waiting to do whatever, blah, blah, and two highway patrolmen. They think it's a car who needs help. They're not recognizing that it could be Bonnie and Clyde. They don't think it could be Bonnie and Clyde. They don't know.
Right.
And it's 114 in Dove Road. Okay, you go up 360, hit 114, start coming over, hit Dove Road, go north. There's a little plaque for those
Cops.
Their highway patrol, sheriffs, whatever. So they go to help them. Their motorcycle. This is, it's a dirt road. And they go get out to help them, and then they get gunned down. Now here's where it gets kind of weird. Bonnie's never shot anybody. There was a third person in that car. Clyde, often, when they were coming to town, would put on wigs and dress as a woman so he could accompany Bonnie in getting her nails or hair done. Okay. The goat farmer who saw it happen sees a woman kick the highway patrolman over and shoot him in the face with a shotgun. However, she was known to use a 20 gauge shotgun. That shell was kind of right there. So there it is. She, in my belief personally, I don't think she ever shot anybody. She could have gotten nasty due to the nasty nature with him and probably ended up doing so. Now, here's a new revelation that I didn't find out. That I found out about today, or like a really good possibility, because the only people who know, like who died first, are the people who were there.
Right.
Who'd they shoot first?
Right.
Okay?
And we're still talking about the highway patrol incident, right?
No, like Bonnie and Clyde, just in general.
Oh, just them dying?
Mm-hmm. So, like, they did that. Then they're on the run. They made it all the way down to Florida. They almost got pinched in Florida. They had a guy that he was in prison with, and his dad owned like some farm or whatever, and they had a little house, a little room in the house, the dude's dad, but his son was with him, and like they'd paid off the house, they'd done stuff for him, like they were kind of Robin Hood, in a sense. This is just like Cliff Notes, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Okay, because like to me they're just. I love Bonnie and Clyde. Can't tell you why.
You're already telling me more than I ever knew. So
they find out where they stay, who he's with. They get the son to back away, so it's just Bonnie and Clyde in the car. They're coming to do whatever. They get the dad, to put his truck on the side of the road, jack it up, and take the wheel off because Clyde's going to stop and help because he has a mechanical background. He knew engines. Okay, now all of this is after he gets his brother killed, his sister-in-law hurt. I guess they came to help her and shit like that. Like there was just a whole lot of just nuanced bullshit. His favorite thing was he had a Colt Monitor bar, BAR. They're 20-round mags, box magazines, chambered in 30-06. Fully automatic 30-06.
That's how fuck some people days up.
He modified a magazine because mechanics are kind of engineers in a sense.
Right.
It's 40 rounds. He like stacked two of them together somehow. So he's able to fucking rip them.
Yeah.
And Bonnie always used her shotgun, and somebody else always had the Tommy gun. So This is where it gets weird, is they say, oh, hey, they just started lighting up this car when they stopped. But then you got other reports where somebody stepped out and tried to get them to surrender. Yeah, whatever. So, from my understanding, if somebody stepped out, tried to get them to surrender, they went to reach down for something, and everybody unloaded on the car. Now there's other reports, or other stipulation, another theory. Okay, guy stepped out after the car stopped, tried to get him to surrender, and shot Clyde in the head first. Okay, his foot slips off the clutch. And they had like the gearing was different. Like it was hard to stall those.
Right.
So it just starts rolling. Bonnie's not surrendering. And if you look at it, let me see. Let me see if I can't find it. I'll show you what I mean. It's fucking right. Let me see. Bonnie and Clyde car, wind.
Shield?
Yeah, I'm trying to find windshield. So, this is what I'm talking about. Let's pop this up. Fuck it. We'll do this. Okay. Ready? So, consistency with somebody shot Clyde.
Okay.
Car starts rolling. Bonnie's still alive. Okay, now the car is rolling. This is .30 caliber bullets. They're saying Clyde got shot in the head with a .30-30. They're saying, and then this other thing that I've learned, or Dash stipulated, is that Bonnie got shot more than 20 times with a 30-06 Colt Monitor, on top of the other guns that were used to put all those other holes.
Now, hold on, go down. We don't know necessarily if those were the exact spots, because look, the windshield of the replica car. So it's a replica car.
No, but like they have the real car, and they had the pictures of the real car from like.
Okay.
So they had to get a replica somehow. Because this is not the one in Prim, Nevada.
Okay.
But the one in Prim, Nevada is the real one. Let's see. So.
Okay, that's the one in Prim, Nevada.
All these bullet holes.
God damn, they fucking lit that shit up.
Shot it from behind. See, so that's the fucking rear window. And that's the... There you go.
Oh yeah, they gave him a new one.
See? So it's like some of the bullet pattern is consistent with they shot Clyde first.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Yes, this is the original. There's 6 photos. Fuck off. Photo. Because that's Clyde's shirt. People like somebody tried to cut his trigger finger off.
No shit.
Because they timeline. Here you go, 1930. Clyde convicted in Waco, Texas, for 7 counts of theft. 2 years. Attempting to get away from the prison. Has a fellow prisoner cut off 2 of his toes. They did shit for 2 years before they got killed.
4? Oh, well, yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, was it Clyde, Barrow, and Raymond Hamilton? This is him in the Hamilton. Bonnie. Clyde, Bonnie. Clyde and Raymond. Bonnie. Yeah, so they were together. A lot of it, but like that's one of the big things is you see how that side of the windshield is less intact than this side?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably because this side took the most amount of it, and this is where the car's rolling, so they're fucking lighting it up.
Mm.
And like you can tell 45 30 caliber
Mm-hmm.
because not only is 45 bigger, but 30 caliber just flies so much fucking faster. It doesn't give it the chance to do that shit.
Right.
30 30, 30 outtakes, blah blah blah. But it's like holy shit, you think and then you don't know because it's like that was one of my biggest pissed off moments about anything was watching like so Bonnie and Clyde. Like if you watch the movies, you got Bonnie and Clyde like the Bonnie and Clyde movie that came out in 14 has a hot chick in it.
Okay.
It's like the newer version. That one stayed true to the narrative that Bonnie didn't do wrong. Okay, which I like. You got the Highwaymen. You've seen that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's following Frank Hamer and his track to get them and painting them as to what they have been known as she's a killer, she's ruthless, he's a killer, he's ruthless. Bonnie had a diary. Why isn't anybody reading her diary? Because that was in the car when they got,
Oh, yeah.
This is back in the day when everybody journaled.
Yeah.
Where's their point of view?
That would be cool to get that shit released.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been released or no?
I don't even know if Oh, that's a good question. Bonnie and Clyde. I don't even know if they even found them.
Journals. Or diaries, or I don't know.
I'll put diary. Notebook of poetry. The Smithsonian. I can't fucking.
Continue, just push continue.
See. Oh, there's the.
Just turn off your ad blocker real quick.
I don't even know how I have an ad blocker in general.
Just click so.
There we
wait
go.
till it pops up again.
There we go. Bonnie and Clyde set to go on auction.
I don't know, shit.
This is like it's her poetry.
How much did it sell for?
That's a fucking $1 million question.
Yeah, let's find out how much that bitch sold for.
Well, here we go. Wednesday. Bonnie's just
Written a poem. The story of.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to be an artist, She wanted to be an actress. Like, much like everybody else.
How much did it sell for? That's what I want to know.
I don't think it's really gonna tell you.
$50,000. She titled her book "Poetries from Life's Other Side," valued at around $50,000. Allow ads.
I thought I hit allow. Okay. Oh my God! All right, I'm done.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Fuck that.
But
Well, it's a good ending point. Anyways, I'm fucking a little sleepy.
yeah, no, there's just the whole thing about it is what really kind of pisses me off. Dude, I had a beer in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
After work. Fair enough. I wonder if Nick's actually watched the whole thing.
I think this is the first he's heard of it, honestly. 'Cause he doesn't have Facebook. And I haven't told anyone I'm doing it. We've been doing it.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, it's just like
At least
the whole-
anyone in my family.
Like, did you feel like you learned something about Bonnie and Clyde?
Oh, 100%. 110%.
Because you can look at you can look at it as like it's a conspiracy theory too.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because
like,
it's like
I
the
know,
whole.
I know, like, that was enough information to where I know more than I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, education. That's what our fucking shit should be under. Education. Not built for kids, but we're educational.
True.
I will say, I don't feel like I said the word fuck enough.
Yeah, but you said it. Yeah, no problem saying it during the fucking Christmas.
And so we go to Interlaken, right? Well, we go to this thing where you drive through and you see all these Christmas lights, and it's
Neighborhood
through
Christmas
a neighborhood.
lights. It was pretty dope.
Okay. I'm like, oh, that's fucking sweet. That's dope. Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. You know, like all that.
With the window down, loud as hell,
Because I don't fucking
packed full
care.
of kids in front of us and behind us.
And now there's this little fucking Hyundai. Like, you're getting your money's worth out of something that's free. You're a cheapskate motherfucker. Just keep rolling.
Hey,
Okay.
you got. Maybe they're not even getting their monies out of it, man. Maybe it's just called enjoying it.
Dude,
you know?
you can enjoy
And
it without
to be
holding up
fair-
the line.
Yeah, but to be fair, they were at a good. Where they stopped, that was a good point to just pass.
Well, so they stopped a lot. Did
They
you ever
stop-
notice
Oh
that?
yeah, they did stop a lot.
Like in that first cul-de-sac,
Yeah,
motherfuckers stopped at every house.
yeah, they were stopping a lot.
Take pictures as you drive. God gave you a phone. Well, not God didn't really give you a phone, but
Give us the brain. Give us a phone.
yeah. So I'm like, motherfucker, just keep rolling. So I'm screaming out the window at this dude, road raging, from the back seat.
Oh yeah, fucking throwing a fit.
Finally get to pass him. It's like, look with your fucking eyes.
Amongst the other things, he screamed at all the other houses and people as well. Karen,
No. So
don't support the local kids selling hot chocolate and lemonade in the
they have these signs. So like,
neighborhood. You're
it's a
holding up the
neighborhood fucking
line.
Christmas lights.
Mm.
You drive, and then it's a cul-de-sac, and then it was pretty cool because it was like, oh hey, go, and then oh, and then you come back, and like you see on both sides, you know, yada yada. And the people that are gonna take advantage of the fact that thousands of vehicles are coming through their fucking neighborhood, on selling hot chocolate, water, M&Ms, and in this cul-de-sac there was a stand. They were selling hot chocolate, popcorn, shit like that. And then over here, don't stop at the vendors. Keep the line moving. You fucking Karen. Let them make an extra buck.
Yep. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Bob ended up on the naughty list. Dun 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 dun.
I already got my Christmas presents, but just so you know. For all the times that you rained on my parade. And all the clubs you get in using my name. I didn't want to write a song.
But I know.
Stop!
Hold on, no. Let me look up the lyrics. Real quick. We're not gonna obviously play it since we've been copyrighted. That's probably the other reason why we got copyrighted. Did you stop it already?
No, I didn't
All
stop it. The reason why we got copywritten was because I actually played the song.
Yeah, well, the iCarly song and the Justin Bieber song.
Dude, we've been doing the Justin Bieber song for every single one.
We haven't been playing it though.
No, don't play it.
I'm not playing it.
It's for all the times that you rained on my parade. And all the clubs you get in using my name. And didn't want to write a song.
No, you think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying on my own? Well, I ain't.
And I didn't want to write a song. And I didn't want anyone thinking I still care, I don't. But you still hit my phone up. And baby, I'll be moving on.